Hello and welcome to Petrit Lush. Today we have the all-new 2019 BMW X5 30D. The 2019 BMW X5 has been completely redesigned with a revitalized new look, an all-new interior, tons of new technology, and of course a lot more power than before. So let's take a look at the exterior, the interior, and maybe a little bit at the new infotainment system. So let's start with the front. Let's go. Apart from size alone, the third generation X5 did change a lot. The most noticeable features are in the front, for example, this larger kidney grille in the front and the larger corner intakes as well. Previously, the X5 had a less aesthetic opening below the grille, and they finally did away with that by creating a bigger grille than before. Another noticeable difference is that the car has actually a lesser height than before, but it doesn't mean that you have less space inside the car, because the car is simply lowered a little bit. So from the front, what we can see is a beautiful kidney grille, of course a camera here in the front for the 360 degrees camera system, large air intakes as well, larger side intakes, and a beautiful sporty looking bumper, of course. So now let's take a look at the side. The hood also has some muscular lines to go with the rest of the car. As far as the side profile goes, you won't notice a lot that has changed, but it's the little things that matter. The belt line, for instance, doesn't curve upward as much beyond the rear door, giving the upper portion of the profile an all-new look. The lower body line is more aggressive, as are the side skirts, which are now body colored. Since we have the M package, we have this M badge over here, and just below that this beautiful breather. And these wheels, they are 22 inch. They range anywhere between 18 and 22 inch. These are double spoke M wheels with blue brake calipers, and the size of these wheels are 275, 35, 22 inch. From the back you can really notice that the new X5 is a lot wider. Especially from the belt line below, you can actually see that it goes from very wide to a slimmer top. And it's completed with these slimmer tail lights in the back that go all the way around the car, giving this car a much sportier and aggressive look than before. From this side we can see the X5 30D emblem, and from this side of course the X5 emblem. It has larger air intakes than before. As you can see, it has massive rectangle large air intakes that kind of mimic the side air intakes at the front. Now here in the middle you can actually see that it has three small U-shaped forms in the middle, which kind of mimic a diffuser. So as you might know, the new BMW X5 actually comes with the optional 7 seats. So let's see what the trunk space actually does. And as you can see, you have this part here in the middle, which is still upright, but of course you can also lower this one simply by pressing this button, and it automatically slides open. The new X5 has about 22.8 cubic feet of cargo space, and it can increase to 65.7 cubic feet when the seats are folded. This is actually less than the predecessor, but as you can see, once you open this down compartment, you can actually unravel a lot of extra space, and the car has more than enough cargo space, so it shouldn't be a problem. You can easily fit all your luggage inside this car, and when you close this, simply press the button, because that goes a lot easier. Over here at this side you will find a neat little feature. Simply pull this lever and you can hear that it unlocks the chairs. Now if we go to the other side, We also have a lever, and when we pull this, the seats fall forward. A very nice little feature to easily increase the cargo space for when you need that extra 50 cubic feet. It's very impressive. Personally, it doesn't bother me that they have a little bit less space than before, especially with all these neat little features such as this 12-volt charger here in the back. Let's close the trunk and move on. The BMW X5 is now offered in 4 different trim levels that include the BMW X5 xDrive 40i, which replaces the 35i, the xDrive 50i, the xDrive 30D that we have here, and of course the BMW X5 M50D. So now let's take a look at what the interior has to offer and what all the changes are. Upon entering, we can already see the beautiful interior quality, the nice mocha color of the Alcantara leather, the contrast between the black and the mocha, Harman Kardon speakers, a huge digital gauge, and down here the M logo when you enter the car. Of course, a nice M Sport steering wheel that comes with the M package. The interior of the new X5 actually strays away from the conventional look of the outgoing model and is taking a big step in modernity. For starters, the dashboard has been completely revamped and the huge grouping of controls in the center stack have been reduced to one smaller, thinner unit that helps make things nice and tidy here. The multiple tiers are still there, they are just much smoother than before. And those weird dual vents are gone too, and they even have a slight angle to them that looks very sporty with that outline trim. Furthermore, the steering wheel is a bit smaller, but nothing to worry about. The steering wheel still has a very luxurious feel with all the buttons for the road on the left side, and on the right side you have the controls to control the inside of the car, such as of course the volume and the microphone, and of course your mobile options. The infotainment display measures about 12.3 inches and is integrated with the instrument cluster in a very Mercedes-like way. Of course, it also comes with the latest technology. Over here is some extra space with 2 cup holders and a 12-volt charger. It opens and closes very smoothly. It even has a wireless phone charger. Over here there's some extra storage space. Simply push the button with a very slim charging port. So let's close it. Over here you have some off-road options which look very cool and I can't wait to try this out. And the seats, they are made of some very fine quality leather in the mocha color. Great stitching work done on these chairs and they sit very comfortably. Over here some extra storage space and at the door very nice with a cup holder. At this side you have the buttons for all the windows. Down here the controls for this. It also has a Sky Lounge panorama glass roof and it is said to have as many as 15,000 illuminated colors. You can see all these little dots here on the window and there should be like 15,000 of these. It's a very cool piece of technology. The interior gets an absolute A+, and it's a lot better than the predecessor. It even has the Harman Kardon surround sound speaker system. So now let's go and have a look at the back seats to see if we have enough space. So let's go! I seem to have forgotten to push the seat back. Simply pick it up and lock it in place. So now let's see how comfortable it is to sit in the back. Let's go! So here we are in the back seat. Enough space, as you can see. I'm about 1 meters and 80 centimeters and I have a lot of headroom, and my legs are not touching the seat in front of me. Beautifully done with this leather, great materials in the back as well. A nice little sunscreen over here. So all in all, we do have enough space in the back. It's a very spacious vehicle indeed. It actually has become a lot better in my opinion than the previous X5, mainly by looks, but not alone with looks, also of course with the technology. It's maybe a little less practical than before because of course it's a little bit lower to the ground, and of course you can still drive off-road with it. When you go through the mud, just make sure it's not too deep, and I think you will be fine. So all in all, I give this car an 8 out of 10, and that was the review for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you maybe like and subscribe, check out my Instagram and whatever, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.